Stop bouncing me. Yay!
Hit the ball. Yeah, drop the bat, run. Drop the bat. Drop the bat. Yeah. Bat flip on a single. Good job, buddy. Way to go.
I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in that field 5. I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami. In Miami right now. I'm in that field 5 right now. On Ocean Drive right now. That's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I go to the window, so I'm going to Cali. I said I'm too official. I'm out with them niggas. I'm another rapper on the city. That nigga, he wicked. We pull out with them guns. You know me in the real. Well, mama pays, I ain't having ever since that I was ill. Now I came up, I got a pay and I will never squeal. Whenever ever on my mouth, cause I swear I'm too real. Yeah, I'm in the East Coast, I'm living life for real. Why the fuck you can hate it? I rise to the chill. You gon' really piss me off, and I'ma pull up on the steel. I'ma pull up on the drink, go and get your ass killed. Man, stop camming, cause I'm fucking wicked. I pull up to your city, tell me your location, bitches. You know we fuck that shit. My youngest know you killin', I wanna grind, got money on my mind, no money on my wrist, so I can tell the time. You know I'm rapping the job and I'm trying to eat. All around the world I'm doing shows, I really come to eat. They trying to play on me, I swear I'm doing shit. One more time I was poor and I ain't have shit. Every day I'm just riding by the same outfit. I done came up, I'm switching cars, yeah, I'm switching shit. These niggas mad at me, ain't wanna call me. I'm in Miami right now, I'm off of South Beach. I'm living large, I'm living life. They know me, wanna take my life. Yeah, it's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I'm out there doing this video shooting, going to Cali. I'm on my mama, I'm on my mama, and I'm in Miami right now. I'm in the 305, yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Pull up with a red car, my life is on now. They wanna play with me, they wanna clone me. I'm bad bitch, Latino, she wanna sleep with me. I'm in the 305 right now. I'm in Miami right now. On Ocean Drive right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami. I'm in the 305. 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 I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Yeah, in the front car. That's don't look at me. I'm the youngest in the game. You can't beat me. Cause I'm that nigga from the bottom. No, I will never change. Diamonds on my really, I got diamonds on my chain. I'm in this song, no, that's right, ain't no game. Yeah. In Miami right now. In the 305. Yeah.
Bro, this ain't it, dog.
What? That was pain I was spitting. The depressed music is in.
Listen, you really want to pop? Diss somebody.
Oh, yeah. People love beef. But who could I beef with? Oh, yeah, I got somebody in mind. DJ Pooh, start that beat up, homie. Bitch. What you thought I forgot? I'm grown now. You think just because I came out your womb, your slew-footed ass can tell me what to do? Hell no, you got something else coming. Yeah. In '03, you embarrassed me when you caught me and my friend smoking. Your big ass walked up, built like a fridge with the doors open. When I was a kid, she made me wear a helmet when I rode my bike. Woman had me in that ghetto school when she know my ass couldn't fight. You keep cutting the beat off, man. What's up?
Bro, you making a diss track about your moms?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
The woman that raised you?
Hold on now, she wasn't always there. She used to work 2 jobs and come home late and cook dinner for me. Talking about I gotta clean the kitchen. Talking about she too tired to clean the kitchen because she been working all day trying to support this family. Ain't nobody told your goofy ass to get 2 jobs, mama? What? Hey, I'm not a street nigga.
Late night crew. Fuck going on, man? What's happening, cuz? Say what's up to your boy. Is it Monday or what, motherfucker? Minion was happening. Miss George, awake. Janice, shout out to Bob. KS Dub, Lennox, Saint, Joy, Amber, we back outside. Well, some of y'all better be inside because it's cold outside. Dave, what's happening, cuz? Big, what up, though? I knew you was gonna do that, April. All right, that's better. Rhonda, what up? Not us, Bob. Donis, what up, though? So all the people with snow, stay safe. Hopefully it's snow where you used to it so people ain't freaking out. Nah, you only sing Boys to Men Let It Snow when you going somewhere where it's all white bitches. That song is not about like actual snow. That song is about white bitches. Wait, what else? There's no way you didn't know that Boys to Men song is not about white bitches. Why else would you harmonize like that unless it was for a pack of white bitches? Come on now, let's be honest. It's Monday. That's all I can say. Feels good. I feel good. Damn, the Eagles won an ugly ass game. I mean, shit, that was a damn 1980s football game tonight, damn it. Well, win's a win. I will not be giving it back. Tootie gonna be mad here soon, but it's his fault. That nigga thought I was playing. Conscious, what up? I want to listen to something, but I don't know what. Man, we might have to talk about this Adam 22 lie detector. I'm sure the sheriff gotta be all over this. Sheriff gotta be over this. Yeah, man. Hey, man, shout out to our new member, Steve Strack, the National Director of Province for INA. Scott Johnson. Nigga, what the fuck, bro? Y'all niggas really be subscribed and shit over here. That shit be blowing my mind. Bird. Tonight was a night where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play video games and go to bed. And then I did the video games part and brought my black ass to work. I was close. Especially if I ain't have nothing to talk about, I was the fuck up out of here tonight. Cause I can't really be talking about Tootie like that right now. Cause I'm working on something. More like finishing up something. I mean, he's crashed out enough. Especially over a nigga that don't matter. Do I want either one of these? Cause I might. Twofer? Yeah. I think we're going twofer. But I'll say this. I'm ready to get back to work. I can't get all the way back to work until Tootie is out of my hair. Pause. But we getting close. Happy Monday, motherfucker. It is Monday. You see, I got my Monday face on. This is the Monday face.
Said a small boy once asked, when will I grow up? When will I see what grown-ups do see? In his fight to come of age, he would have to know the age to be recognized as one and not a mass. And Mama used to say, take your time, young man. And Mama used to say, don't you rush to get old. And Mama used to say, take it in your stride. Used to say, live your life. As the years were rushing by, he would cut down on his age. He would tell his girl of how it used to be, how his mom he passed away. But these lines she would say, and at the time he couldn't understand. Mama used to say, take your time, young man. Mama used to say, don't you rush to get old. Used to say, take it in your stride. Mama used to say, live your life. You're young, so young, don't hold on back. Do all you want to do. Now is the time for you to stride, for you to get better in what you are doing. Oh. Say, take your time, young man. Mama used to say, don't you rush to get old. Mama used to say, take it in your stride. Mama used to say, live your life, live your life, live your life. Oh. Hey, Mama used to say, take your time, young man. Mama used to say, don't you rush to get old. Mama used to say, take it in your stride. Mama used to say, hey, 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 hey. Ooh. Mama used to say, 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 set the mood right. If you want, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 just like a treasure, making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction? Or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night.
Crushed it.
God is great. Late night crew. Good evening. Fun fact, this was an intro song. Not so much anymore. So I was about to do a show about CBS tonight with this alleged shit about them laying off black people. Look, I gotta be honest with you. I hope CBS is firing all the black people and reassigning all the white people. I so hope they are. So I can laugh at all you niggas when y'all call them racist, when y'all didn't say shit with the way that they've been racist to black people with all of this DEI bullshit. Conscious, I'm about 90%. About 90%. We good. We here. I had a good off day. I had to deal with Tootie once I got up this morning. YouTube hit me, so I had to send them this other shit for Jed. He gonna be so mad too, because it's gonna be such a surprise to him, because he's gonna be like, wait, I thought you was bullshitting. Well, I know, but no. The premiere of what? First of all of this glazing, because I guess Rob is on Traders, but like Rob ruined everything that is YouTube and social media with reality TV. Anything involving him cannot grow and will have stagnation. Just, I will never bow down to Rob Sesternino. He's a fucking liar. His whole platform is built on lies. But that's how this worldliness is kind of built sometimes. The more you lie, the more of worldly things you can achieve sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes it is. Of course he's a CBS plant. That's why they want everybody to elevate him, while people that watch this shit know they're like, this nigga's a fucking liar. Fuck am I elevate this weak ass nigga? This nigga lying like a motherfucker. Yeah, he's supposed to be on Traders. But it's all a pipeline now. Like, it's all just one pipeline, and they all agree. Where it's just kind of like what it is now. It's a CBS and NBC pipeline between all the CBS reality shows, and then Traders tax themselves on the backside. And people think it's like a personal thing with him. I don't be giving a fuck, bro. I don't get jealous of like people in their own achievements, man. Like that's not what I care about. My thing is just like the representation of shit. When it's like it's under a whole another different auspice than what the fuck is really going on. You know, Rob Cesternino lies on heterosexual black men like on a regular. But this is why they play that woke shit. Because they all in the end hope that they can be the one in that position. But it's so hard to be in. It's hard to be in any position where you have to fake who you are. Because again, I've done, like I told you, I worked in radio, so I could have came on YouTube and just been the nice, polite radio motherfucker with all this shit, and I'd be huge already. But that was the whole reason I got out of radio, is like, bro, I got tired of that whole, I have to talk a certain way, and when certain shit happen, I can't truly express myself. And certain shit, I can't say nothing at all. Like R. Kelly jokes might have had you in the office. Like, for real. I'm telling you, man, y'all don't understand where it's like, it's just like a whole nother level of just like, you can't say this, and you can't like, and then the rules bend. So if somebody on the station is considered kind of quote unquote edgy, they can get away with a certain level of shit more. But everybody else is like this weird, just like, you can't say this, you can't say that. If this topic come up, don't you? Yeah, this topic is. Don't talk about this topic. Let's say if it was a song that came out that like the DJs in unison all love. Well, if they were beefing with Radio 1 for whatever reason, then we couldn't play the song. Or they'd tell us you can play it, but you can't. You can only play it 5 times for the whole fucking week. So somebody like me, I'm like the last DJ of the week, so Saturday night. So slim pickings, if at all. All what's up? But that radio shit, that's why you see a lot of these niggas that used to be on radio get big on YouTube. Because if they can find people that know how to edit and shit like that, then it's all day, because it's like the same elements of radio work. The same elements of radio work. Just that the difference is that you could take a longer, more loyal route, if you will. Where it's like you can have your custom show and shit like that, and you'll hit certain licks or whatever. But if you go like with a radio style format, all the way down to the language, it's easy to get jumping on YouTube. I remember the day 5-second delay got put on the radio station, and it was all over the Super Bowl shit. Janet and Justin had that shit happen on Super Bowl Sunday. We were in a meeting the next day. And then like a week later, they came with these machines they put in basically put a 5-second delay permanently in video, or in the radio, so that way you can edit certain shit out and whatnot. Yeah, so that shit is insanity. Yeah, but at that age, I ain't know about none of that shit, Scott. I was just a DJ working at the radio station. That's all I fucking knew. But it was a big deal. Like, all Radio 1 stations had meeting over it, and that was the end result of it. But artist was happening. But from working there, this shit still just felt like a government play. It felt like the government wanted to take an extra chunk of. I'm not saying that they necessarily made Janet and Justin do that shit. I think they just used them as scapegoats to do some shit they've been trying to do. You know, kind of like how when 9/11 happened, they did the Patriot Act, where it's like, yeah, y'all did this Patriot Act trying to make it seem like it was for 9/11, but nigga, y'all been wanting to do a lot of this shit. And so that's what that shit felt like from the inside out. Cause I'm like, I don't understand how her showing her titty at the Super Bowl mean we gotta put a 5-second delay on radio. Like, and because this shit came from the FCC. This was not like no Radio 1 like voluntary shit. Nah. The FCC came down from on high with that one. And it felt like the same shit where it was like, y'all felt like y'all been wanting this. So the crazy thing is like watching the game, if you read play-by-play on your phone, watching like a basketball game or something, that's how you'll get the scoring shit faster. You'll get it faster than watching the game. Because it might even change simultaneously, which, you know, it had to actually happen for them to log it. Yeah, I mean, I could say that, but the FC, like, that's a lot of shit for that. It's one thing, like, if some shit happened and then you take advantage of it. Because a lot of people did flip out. That's what made it so bad was it wasn't necessarily, I don't think the FCC would have even did shit if everybody didn't flip out like they did. Everybody just flipped the fuck out. And what's crazy is a lot of history now try to make it seem like, well, And you know me, I'm not no defender of no government like that, but y'all begged for the FCC to get involved, nigga. That was still back in the era when niggas was still writing letters to shit. Now y'all niggas is too lazy to write letters. Y'all just tweet storm. But it was like a half of a second. Like if you go watch the Raw when it had like, nigga, it was a half a second. It wasn't even long enough for like. And she had this weird like piercing thing over it. So man, it wasn't what it turned into. I remember it was like a big deal all like later that night. And then it was like a big deal in the morning. I wasn't thinking shit of it. I got to work for that meeting and I was like, that was when it really was like a big deal. I was like, what? It's probably literally the only time in my life something quote unquote viral happened and I had to have and it affected like my personal life in any way. That shit was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was with the Parker brothers. I saw it, but I didn't realize her whole titty was out. So when it was like looking back, it's like, oh, because you watching it, so you don't even think that it's possible. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like one of them things. And I believe one of them was like, yo, man, her titty was out. I'm like, was it? And then, yeah, it was. Nigga, they was on Janet. Of course the motherfuckers look good. Then they made such, and then it was supposed to be such a big deal, but they made even more of a big deal out of it. That's the shit where I just felt like they was taking advantage of a situation. Because the government will do that. The government, something happened, and the government will take advantage of it, get some shit in place that they've been wanting to get in place, because y'all gonna be okay with it due to some shit that just happened. Right, I thought they said Bad Bunny ain't doing it no more. Man, bro, I be trying to sometimes say that white privilege shit ain't real, but for some reason, especially, bro, Justin Timberlake ain't allowed to get in trouble for shit. Like, that character, have you ever seen Bad Teacher? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. Cameron Diaz. Justin Timberlake in that movie, that's how he is in real life. That's him in real life. Just fucking arrogant, dickhead ass. If you ain't ever seen Bad Teacher, what the fuck are you doing? That isn't an immediate watch. That is an immediate, like, you need to watch that immediately. I'm shocked by the amount of people. Bad Teacher is one of the greatest movies ever. Because the pasty had a hole in it, so you could man, it was the toughest. It's the toughest thing to grade. You could see the nipple, but it was in between something. It wasn't even like 4 seconds, so who cares? That's all I kept saying. Who cares? Rule number 5. If she had went rule number 5, or if Justin had went rule number 5, then okay. Right. It was some type of ring. Mike know what I'm talking about. I put it up, but that'd be my luck. Dark nipples or not, they tried to end that bitch. That was the other weird part of it. It was the overreaction of everybody, and then like the first of all, Janet just I don't know if they can pull that shit off now. I think bitches would go crazy if they, like, you slut shaming. Like, they slut shame the fuck out of her. It's like, nigga, put them fucking titties up and your ass is banned, bitch. You banned, bitch. Forever. I'm gonna have you naked by the end of this song. Like, and from afar, it don't even look like you can see her titty. It was the dumbest shit ever. That's crazy. And Justin want me to believe that he didn't know that her titty was gonna pop out when he ripped the shit off of her titty. Nigga, Justin, that nigga threw, bro, the way he threw her, I couldn't fuck with, bro, I never trusted Justin at all after that. That's some fucked up shit. When I see niggas do shit like that, when I see it's like it's clearly it was both of y'all and shit like that, then it go left and then you turn around and you like, oh no, nigga. I didn't know. I had no idea, nigga. I expected when I pulled the shit that it wasn't gonna actually come off of her titty, so no way I expected this. Low key it is. Nigga, but if you go back and see the shit he did to Britney Spears, I said, damn. I said, what the fuck? This nigga was going around on shows bragging about fucking her and shit. I was like, damn. I was like, this nigga's a fucking scumbag, nigga, for real. Guess we'll get ready to watch this ambulance chase. Because that is what we supposed to be here doing. Yeah, he a Disney kid. He a evil ass Disney kid, nigga. Hey, did y'all hear? First of all, did y'all hear about that Kill Bill shit? The whole bloody affair. I'm like, first of all, Am I gonna go see it? Absolutely, because I mean it's one of my favorite 2-part movies ever. Because I went to see the first one because I was supposed to go see something else, and it was just like this was available. Went to see it on a motherfucking Humble, and thought it was like, oh my goodness, this is the coldest movie I've ever seen. And then they obviously ended with that cliffhanger for part 2. But they're doing the Whole Bloody Affair, which is they're showing both movies as one movie. It's like obviously with extra stuff that's unseen and yada yada yada. And it's gonna be in IMAX. So it's called Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair, and it's Kill Bill 1 and 2 put together. Sheena, what's happening? And then, bro, the way he went at Derrick Rose on the ESPYs that year, when Memphis had lost in the national championship after missing all them fucking free throws. It's the 2 original movies. So if you remember Kill Bill 1 and Kill Bill 2, if you remember Kill Bill 1, it ended. And it was like clearly, because it wasn't over. So it was like clearly there was a part 2. It was a clear planned sequel because it was like, it was a lot of people on this list. And how she had to get at them. So what is that? That'll probably be damn near a 4-hour movie, 4-hour IMAX movie. I can't remember the last time I went to an IMAX, so I would like to do that. That seems like it's gonna be fun. Here, hold on, let me pull up the trailer. Pull up the trailer before we watch this chase. Hit the like button to get the fuck out. You know what it is. Don't play dumb. Like button to leave. Aaron, what's happening?
Once upon a time, around the year 2003, there began a legend of bloody revenge. That was the warm-up round.
Kiddo.
You and I have unfinished business.
R.I.P. Carradine. This is one good ass movie.
Baby, you ain't kidding. That woman deserves her revenge. And we deserve to die.
You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you?
Actually.
Yeah. I kind of did.
If any of you fuckers have anything to say, now's the fucking time. This crazy bitch.
Hi.
She's even crazy.
Come on. Well, give me the gore details. And we're talking the whole shebang.
Yeah, Michael Madsen as well.
I've killed a hell of a lot of people to get to this point. And when I arrive at my destination...
Well, this ain't, for those, like, this ain't new. This is a movie from like 2003, 2004. It's just basically remastered. It's not even a reshoot. I may.
I am gonna kill Bill.
This is what you get for fucking around with your cruisers! Go home to your mother!
This is what you get for fucking around with Yakuzas. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with it. It's my shit. My shit. I'm telling you, I went and saw the first one. I just went to the movies, was like, man, what's up here? It was like, oh, this Quentin Tarantino movie. I was like, all right, I'll check it out. It was a wrap.
Belt to ass.
Did I see Django in theater? It felt like I did, didn't I? If I did, I can't quite remember. Because I might have had it. Around this era, this was an era where I watched every movie. Like, it had to really be something that it looked like I couldn't watch. Like, me and Chrissy seen every comedy, pretty much every comedy, every drama, every action movie from 2003 to 2015. And that's besides the old stuff we would throw back. I'm telling you, it's like after 2015, shit just start falling off. Like, there's not a movie that the whole family like, man, we gotta see that movie. I don't think we've ever said that since football has been like old enough to possibly where that was be said. A movie there or two that's maybe somebody want to see or something, but like just overall, just ain't like that no more. Not, at least not for me. At least not much for me. I mean, my son has to watch older stuff. It's just without it being narrative driven. Or you know what? Sometimes things come across as racist. Some things come across excuse me. Come across as sexist, and it's not always on purpose. If you think Pepe Le Pew was a rapist, that's because that's where your mind takes it. You see what I'm saying? Where it's just like everything's too crafted now. Then the cartoons are just like, I don't like the way things are just animated. I just want regular animation. Now it's just like we in the laziest era. Point blank. This is the laziest era of entertainment. Music, act, TV shows, we ain't bro. But let's check this ambulance chase out in Chicago. I've been wanting to see this for a couple of days. I ain't watched it. So we're gonna watch this bitch now. Hit the damn like button. Or get out, man. I don't really give a shit. Amber, I see your email. I hit it after the show.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Dum ba 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 ba. I don't know, but this old lady thick though. Thick though.
We want to get right to breaking news with Mike Lorber in Sky 5. What you got, Mike?
We are on the city's west side. There is a pursuit of an ambulance that, according to the Chicago Police Department dispatch, has been stolen from Loretto Hospital. This ambulance, according to the police dispatch, fired shots at the Chicago Police Department near Central in Jackson. It just drove the wrong way down Lake Street. It has now gone around the block, and we are north.
I'm gonna do that tonight.
On Central here from Lake Street. So I want to start you off from what we heard about 5 minutes ago. CPD dispatched a 10-1. That is a call for officer in distress. They said that an ambulance was stolen from Loretto Hospital, which is on the city's far west side by Central and Jackson.
You would think that they would have some type of low jack on this motherfucker, bro. You would think that there's some sort of way. You would just think that there's some sort of way that they could just shut this shit down.
They had the 10-1 call. They said shots were fired from a person in this ambulance at the police. They did not say whether or not anyone was hit. Didn't hear that. The ambulance has now gone north on Central from Loretto Hospital, went up, and I believe we are on Chicago now, east on Chicago. We've done these pursuits before, so I want to tell you how this works from our perspective. Max is our photographer. He's going to stay with the ambulance, but I can tell you from my point, there are about a half a dozen Chicago squads that are going after this ambulance. In the city of Chicago, they normally don't pursue as hard. They have to be careful, but you got to consider the situation here. There is an ambulance that was stolen from a hospital, according to dispatch. Fired shots, now traveling in the wrong direction of Chicago. It is heading eastbound in westbound traffic, and you can see cars will be coming at it. We got to warn everybody here. We've got a real high chance of a collision.
Oh, shit.
At the end of this. So we're now eastbound on Chicago.
He just missed that motherfucker.
We are just about to approach Cicero Avenue. We've passed Laramie here, eastbound Chicago at Laramie. It is Friday afternoon rush hour. I believe most of these ambulances have limiters on there as far as how fast they can go, but obviously...
Get Jed on the phone. Maybe he could talk him down.
The person who has stolen this ambulance is driving erratically. And again, according to the police dispatch, is armed, has fired shots at the police. That's where that 10-1 called from. So we're now eastbound on Chicago Avenue, and we're about to come at Cicero. I can see a bunch of cops coming in the other direction. We're going to have a meeting right there.
Oh, shit.
We just saw the
collision. The ambulance just hit the squad.
And
so
another...
Damn.
To come at Cicero, I can see a bunch of cops.
Resource this chase.
Coming in the other direction. We're going to have a...
Oh my, what was this cop doing? Why would this cop do this? Hopefully didn't nobody die, man. Why the fuck? Why would you drive head on into this motherfucker?
Meeting
like
right
there. We just saw the
and
collision.
the ambulance just hit the squad.
And
so
another
the ambulance
car.
just hit a Chicago squad head on. We've got the person out. Chicago, they are tackling this person. We've got a half a dozen.
Hold on, police. I got you. I got you.
Boys and girls, welcome.
Yeah, nigga, they getting ready to stomp your motherfucker. Nigga, soon as they, cause I don't think they got out of their car yet. I don't even think they got out of the car. Nigga, bro. Should they whoop your ass? No. Are they allowed to whoop your ass? No. Are they going to whoop your ass? Yes.
Just to the Chicago squad.
This nigga's
head
like,
on.
shit. Nigga, I ain't do shit. Oh, this nigga getting up out of there.
Got the person.
Nigga, I ain't do shit. That nigga ripped this nigga shit. And then, nigga, you know what time it is.
Chicago, they are tackling this person. We've got a half a dozen squads here. We are at Chicago, and we are just west of Cicero Avenue. Let's widen out.
Wait.
Chicago.
Look at this nigga come up right here.
And we are just.
Look at this nigga right here. This nigga's going to find some smoke. That nigga was like, nah, y'all ain't doing it right. Watch this nigga right here.
West
get
of
up in here.
Cicero
Watch
Avenue.
out, nigga. Let me get up in here and get this nigga legs, nigga. You bitch ass niggas ain't secure this nigga right. Secure this nigga. I got his shit. I got his shit.
If we can, Max. This is a 10-1 call. There are a lot of cops.
Yeah, y'all better run.
That have come in here. So we've got about a dozen Chicago squads here. We did see the officers come out of the vehicle.
Nigga, you can't even see this nigga, bro. You can't even see this nigga.
That was hit. They've got the man down on the ground here in custody. Now, if you can see to the left there, Max, we've got an officer down. An officer appears to be limping away from the scene. So again, we saw that accident where the squad car got hit head on. Now we've got the Chicago Police Department going into that squad to make sure everybody.
Nigga, 75 niggas out here, nigga. Yeah, they out here playing smear the queer, nigga. Like, this is outrageous.
He is out of there okay. One person in custody, and again, according to.
First of all, that cop had no business driving just head on into him like that. That was just foolish.
Dispatch, there was only one person in this ambulance that stole the ambulance, and again, they had initially said there may be a patient inside. Then they said they had it confirmed that a patient was not inside.
Well, that's good.
Let's focus in on this officer now. Well, go ahead while we
Mike,
take all this in.
I noticed the airbags did deploy on the squad. You could see the squad did engage, obviously head on, as you mentioned, with that.
Like, why would they do that?
Ambulance, and then also hit that silver car. And you want to look back, if we can, back at that police officer. Don't know if that was the driver or what the circumstance was, but boy, officers jumped into action to get the person.
Nigga, no, they didn't just pick this nigga up like. No, they didn't just pick this nigga up like this.
The driver or what the circumstance was, but
get this
boy,
nigga up. Let's go,
jumped
man.
into action to get the person out as they jumped out of the ambulance, and they are now taking that person away. About 6 officers strong surrounding that person.
They get ready to wishbone that nigga. They was literally pulling this nigga in 2 different directions, nigga. What the fuck?
Ambulance, and they are now taking that person away.
Look,
about 6
let's pull
officers
to the right.
strong
Now pull to the
surrounding
left.
that
Right,
person.
Look. They about to wishbone this nigga.
And Mike, where did this shooting happen? Did it happen at Loretto Hospital or as the person who took the ambulance was driving away?
So according to the dispatch, shots were fired at Central in Jackson. Now, Loretto
Nigga, when you get carried to the car like this, you ain't never getting out. You know you ain't getting no bond.
Hospital is a couple blocks south of there, located by Central.
Yeah, it did look like they jumped a nigga into the set, though, on some real shit.
Off the Eisenhower Expressway. That's where the 10-1 dispatch was called, Central in Jackson. So again, that's right by the park there. Central's the street that goes right through the middle of that park that runs from Central to Austin that takes you into Oak Park. What we're seeing right now on the other end, it appears, of that crash where we saw a CPD squad rammed by the man who stole this ambulance.
Please
it
resist
appears another
getting in this
vehicle
car.
may have been hit
Please
as well.
resist getting in
so
this car,
perhaps
nigga.
the Chicago Police Department treating a person who may have been struck in that second vehicle. That looked like a Prius to you, Max?
Yeah, that was a rear.
That
yeah,
was hit?
that was the second vehicle hit after the squad. It was rear-ended, and potentially I could see that person or anybody who might have been in there.
Okay, I don't think that was a Prius.
They could
yes.
be talking to them now. Yeah.
And it sounds like
so I'm sure we're going to have a lot of ambulances. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of ambulances coming in here. I'm sure that call has already been put out. And again, just to pinpoint our location here, we're on Chicago, a couple blocks west of Cicero Avenue.
when that first call came in, Mike, on Central and Jackson, it sounds like there
they
was
put these people's lives in danger. Like, we got to be honest. Yes, this nigga can't be running from the police and shit. Nigga, you put these people's lives in danger doing that, bro. You just went straight head on into this nigga.
in distress at that location as well, yes?
So the 10-1 call, that is the code for officer in distress, but they said shots fired at police.
Yeah.
At no time in these transactions did I ever hear that anyone was actually shot.
Good.
That being said, this will tell you why police were going so aggressively after this ambulance. First of all, it's a stolen ambulance. Second of all, I mean, look at the number of squads here as we widen out.
One of the largest responses I've ever seen. And we do know that there are specifics, and let's review that, Mike, why don't we? There are specific guidelines for police officers in a typical chase. Why don't you refresh our memories as to exactly what they are guided to do in their training?
So most of the time, and we have explored this a lot through our investigations within NBC, most of the time it all depends on the severity or the danger of the situation. We have had a lot of situations that we've covered from Sky 5. Let's talk about stolen vehicles, for example. If it's just what they call a straight steal, where a vehicle is stolen, they won't pursue as hard. If somebody is armed, they'll still use caution, but again, won't pursue as hard. Now, it's a different situation in this situation where shots have been fired, because according to the police, that person is a danger, obviously, to the community. Their goal, in their mind, is to stop this ambulance as quickly as they can. And that's what they had to do here. And we saw a situation, we've seen a lot of these pursuits before that don't end in crashes, but we could see this vehicle, this ambulance, heading eastbound on Chicago Avenue, and you saw a whole bunch of squads. They have a citywide frequency where they all communicate, and we saw these squads coming eastbound, and they probably thought at this point, that crash, they had to stop this vehicle.
No. They did not have to drive head on into this fucking vehicle.
Any way they can, because it was driving so erratically, because it could cause an accident, which it did.
No, they did.
And according to the dispatch, had fired at the Chicago Police Department and anybody else who may have been in a very, very busy.
That's why they made him crash, because he did that.
West side area of Central in Jackson.
Now, Mike, just a few seconds ago, as you were describing the protocols that the police use in various situations, we saw, I believe, 2 people get out of that car that we believe is a Prius that ambulance did hit. They were walking on their own accord, so hopefully they are not severely injured. Obviously, being rear-ended can cause injuries like whiplash and even, some sort of head injury. So. And, maybe they're going to be bringing somebody out of the driver's side. The person on the passenger side was able to walk out, but maybe the person on the driver's side may be a little bit more affected, where they can't maybe get out of the vehicle and walk, or maybe they're older. We don't know at this point. But clearly, the response, Mike, is one I don't think I've ever seen in a chase. So many squads and so many officers.
I mean, they out there deep.
There on the scene, and you can see why. I mean, you're right. Everything that you just mentioned, with the shooting mentioned, with an officer at distress, with the erratic driving and going the wrong way on a two-way street. But clearly, this was going to end in something that was problematic, and that's what's happened here.
And considering the amount of response, and you can see all these streets. We're talking 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. A beautiful.
Yeah, like you gotta take it to the hospital, bro. You gotta take him to the hospital. Everybody involved in that accident needs to go to the hospital, period.
Full Friday afternoon when people are trying to get from place to place. The fact that more cars weren't involved as he was going down that one way.
Especially after the ass whooping y'all gave that nigga. Y'all stomped that nigga the fuck out. And y'all was probably all yelling commands too. Just like y'all niggas. In a pile of 20 cops, y'all all yelling commands.
One-way streets for so long is quite remarkable, and that all those police officers got to the scene and did their job effectively.
Do you know anything just yet? Are you hearing anything just yet, Mike, about the situation at Laredo? Was there anything there that has come out just yet from dispatch?
Not that I've heard. Again, the only thing I initially heard was that's what started all of this in the pursuit. Initially, the ambulance was stolen, and then shots were fired. We had years ago where we had an ambulance pursuit that went all the way down to I-55 and the other side of Joliet. So again, it was, they said, outside of Loretto Hospital. So I don't think there was an impact inside the hospital itself. Let's get back to this crash again that we saw, where the ambulance, the red ambulance there, was heading east on Chicago in westbound traffic. The police were coming westbound on Chicago to try to help. There was a head-on crash with that CPD squad that you could see with the immense amount of front-end damage there. And
like, I can't believe it. I still can't believe that cop did that.
And then a secondary
y'all not gonna
crash,
show it again,
we weren't able to see really now. I don't believe that is a Prius, but that dark-colored vehicle there that has some damage as well that got rear-ended from the ambulance. So again, the other big question is the condition of the officer in that driver's side. You talked about the airbag being deployed there. We thought we saw at some point the officers get out of the vehicle. Obviously, ambulances are going to be rolling in here. They have already. They'll probably stage. We thought we saw them staging near Chicago and Cicero, but a block east of here. So now the big question here, are any other people injured? And I also had heard at some point early in this pursuit, and we'd have to go back and trace our steps here, that an ambulance also hit a squad by Loretto Hospital somewhere on central north of Jackson. That was part of the early dispatch as well.
All right. Well, I know that we've got a crew going to this scene at the very least, and we'll try to get some information from the ground. And now we see 2 ambulances here that potentially are for whomever was injured. We did see an officer, to your point, Mike, about potential injuries. We did see an officer sitting on the curb and maybe getting some initial treatment. So potentially there's at least 1 police officer that was injured, even if it was a minor injury in this circumstance. And a head-on collision is no joke. I mean, I don't know how fast they were going. I don't know if you could tell, Mike, just based on your years of experience, but any head-on collision where the airbags deploy, you're dealing with not just the collision, but also the airbags. I mean, the airbags come at you, and so potentially it could be just as
I mean, this detour niggas is taking around. This is crazy.
simple as that. And then, of course, the people that were rear-ended. Being rear-ended is also potentially a very serious situation, and hopefully no one else was
we saw that squad.
All these cops out there and like, ain't none of them working traffic. Can like 2 of y'all like work the traffic?
We saw that squad come west on Cicero right at the last second, right before impact, it appeared that the squad, and this may be part of police training, just turned a tiny bit. So there wasn't a head-on, perhaps, but just a little bit, at least from our perspective, where it saw that maybe the driver's side got hit a bit more instead of a head-on. You see that squad, though. You see the impact and the impact that it took there, but the fact that the officer was able to walk or stumble out of the vehicle, at least, and is awaiting treatment. I haven't been able to listen to the fire department scanner.
Damn, dog, what's happening?
But I'm sure this situation is going to be what we call at least an EMS Plan 1. So an EMS Plan 1 is at least a 5-ambulance response here. A 5-ambulance response to a situation here where accident has happened and they're really not completely sure how many injuries may be involved. For example, if there's a school bus accident, there are a lot of kids on the school bus, they'll send an EMS Plan 1 just for all of this. Now, I'm hearing we have earlier video. For those of us just joining, I'm Mike Lorber on the city's west side here with Sky 5, right above.
Here we go.
4 o'clock this afternoon. There was a dispatch by the Chicago Police Department. They issued a 10-1.
Like, why would that cop do this? That's why they edited. Look how they edited this since it happened.
Dispatch by the Chicago Police Department. They issued.
Look how they edited, nigga. They turned right to it because they ain't want to show you how this cop drove directly into them like with dummy.
10-1 dispatch. That is an officer in distress there for shots fired by Loretto Hospital, Cicero in Jackson. This was a stolen ambulance. The pursuit went north on Central all the way up to Chicago, east on Chicago.
They beat that nigga's shoe came off.
Jackson. This was a stolen ambulance. The pursuit went north on Central all the way up to Chicago, east on Chicago, and then we saw officers coming west on Chicago. That ambulance, as you could see a few minutes ago in our video, was going the wrong way, almost hit head-on with the squad. Dozens of Chicago police officers swarming in, getting that person on the ground where an arrest was made. One police officer got out of the vehicle and was able to kind of stumble off, as we can see this crash again that we saw coming. Again, when you've got an ambulance, somebody driving erratically, and there's the crash again. You can see, as I talked about, it wasn't necessarily a head-on. I believe the
nigga, that was head-on. What are you talking about?
Police just kind of angled the car a little bit at the end, and
No,
that may
man,
be the
you just
difference
outright
between
lying for
life-threatening
12.
injuries and not.
This nigga already covering up for 12, nigga. He know what time it is.
On life-threatening injuries. One person, again, all of this is according to dispatch, only one person in the ambulance. We only saw one person get out. That person was in custody. We have to see whether or not that person is injured. Looks like a Toyota Corolla was the vehicle that's on the other side of that, and there were people who were also struck in that vehicle who may be injured as well.
Mike Lorber, great job bringing us all this information. I do want to note that in the video that we played again, I was intentionally looking at that police car that made the initial impact, the sort of semi-head-on impact. I did not see the driver's side door open. The passenger side door did open, so we will need to make sure that we try to figure out exactly the condition of that officer. Later it was open, so that officer was removed from the vehicle at some point, but they didn't get out initially, as I sort of thought they did, to chase after that suspect. The people behind the police car, the squad behind the ambulance is the one where the officers got out immediately, and they were the ones that were able to begin the takedown of the individual that was in the ambulance.
We could see that the officers were speaking to the people in the car that was rear-ended by the ambulance, and clearly saw someone walk out. It looked like it was a woman walk out of the car and walk in front of it with a white T-shirt, but we never saw what happened with the driver
on that particular one. Right. All right, Mike Lorber, we know that you're going to continue to gather information for us. We have a crew on the way to the scene as well.
Who may have
Shit, that's possible. It's possible he could have just climbed over and got out. Like, you ran from the police. You stole a fucking. Wait, what? What do you mean? Wait, why does that name sound familiar? "59-year-old Lamont Hill." Oh, he about to spend the rest of his life in prison. 2 felony counts, aggravated battery on a peace officer. 6 felony counts, criminal damage, government property over $500,000. Felony count of vehicular hijacking. Felony count of possession, second division, stolen vehicle. Felony count of kidnapping, force or threat of force. Felony count, attempt to disarm a peace officer. Two felony counts of leaving the scene of an accident that caused injury or death. 2 felony counts of aggravated reckless driving with bodily harm. 1 felony count of aggravated fleeing with bodily injury. A felony count of aggravated fleeing with damage of over $300 to property, and a felony count of aggravated fleeing with 2+ control devices. Yeah, 59, nigga, you getting ready to lay down forever. This is it. Like, what the fuck was that about? Apparently, they can't charge him with shooting at them, though. So that shit where they said he shot at him, they ain't charging with it. And they ain't find no gun, so yeah, now that I hear that part, yeah, he might beat a lot of this shit, honestly. The fact that if they was to charge him with him shooting at them, then I could think for sure. Yep, they looked through that motherfucking car, nigga, and you already know what they found.
No weapon formed against me.
Allegedly. They searched that car, nigga, and they found no weapon. Nigga, once you run in from the cops in an ambulance like that's the type of shit where it's like, nigga, it's over, bro. You making it in the epitome of you making it worse. Like, you're not getting away. Yes, I did see the teaser for the Michael Jackson biopic. That shit look like it's gonna be good. The little thriller scene, I had to give them props for just that little part that I saw. I had to give them props. Yeah, but I believe, don't quote me for sure, but I'm quite certain when I heard that this shit was coming, I heard it was gonna be his nephew. So a lot of people saw that and like learned, but somehow I had heard about him before, like right when they started when they signed the deal for it. I didn't see any TV. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't see any TV today. I was editing and getting ready for this evening. Well, shit, it's California. It's always a damn car chase. California is like, it's always a car chase in California. Always. It's this one dude. He be watching car chases where police be getting dusted by some niggas with some real cars, some like basically some motherfucking Paul Walker Fast and Furious type niggas. Some motherfuckers know what time it is. As soon as the cops light it up, nigga, they be gone. And then they hit like some little small hill or something. They get to the bottom of that shit. The cop be like, I don't know which way they went. Nigga, of course she was. Well, where is that coming from? Out of nowhere, I tell you. There was something I wanted to pull up. I don't fuck around, forgot now. Sometimes it be certain shit and I just be like, man, I wish I was on the air. Sometimes I remember to write it down. Sometimes I do not. Nope, that ain't it. Never mind, fuck it. Bro, I hate the long ass car chases. Cause it's like piss to get off the pot. It's like, man, y'all don't need to be showing that shit for 2.5 hours. I don't really think they should be showing car chases on TV. It's the most unpredictable shit ever. I mean, this goes back to the Janet Jackson shit. You'll freak out over the Janet Jackson shit, but then have a car chase live on TV. Or remember that one shootout at the bank that was on TV? I remember that shit happened. They made a movie about that. I remember that was on TV. When them motherfuckers was walking around with all that armor and was just and had all them fucking bullets and ammunition on them and was just walking through that parking lot shooting police. After like their botched bank robbery or whatever. I remember that was live on TV. Cause it was like the way they finally got this nigga was like just the smallest little vulnerability spot, like right here. They was able to get one. So it was like, so that's why I'm like, I don't know if I agree with them putting, because you never know. Like we could, bro, you could You showing this shit and you hope it all end well, bro. It can end with somebody dying. What is a bofa? What is a bofa? Oh, Bank of America. I thought everybody else just say BOA. Learn something new every day. But here's the crazy part, Biff. The announcers will remind you of that like every 5 minutes. We hope nothing goes wrong, but this is live. Yeah, the announcers let it be known that yes, we may be announcing somebody's death on this motherfucker. Like, damn. Okay. Unblur myself. There we go. Much better. Yeah, that's the only way their ratings gonna really go up. Something has to go wrong. Which I'm good. I don't need ratings that bad. Like I just on my network, we not doing that. Cause it could be some damn. It don't matter. They know what they want. Look, here's another one. Like I'm telling you, it's another one. Somebody in LA was running yesterday, hitting 120. Like it's just like all the time out in Cali, niggas is running from 12. And the amount of people that be actually getting away, that I gotta be honest, that shit crazy to me too. Local news wastes too much time on the weather. Bars. $120 is crazy. Running from the police is crazy. Like even if you manage to get away, it's just like that's crazy. But they definitely show it more than they don't. They want you to think that the police every time it's a chase, the police catch the people. Well, nigga, they don't. That's why motherfuckers be running. People really know they don't. Yeah, that's something I can't ever say that'll be something I'll sit and watch. Wait, what? I want this. Nigga, did y'all hear about the 2 Indians pitchers that got arrested? Why would a manual class A be involved in this? Bro, y'all niggas gotta stop owing people money, bro. Y'all doing a bunch of dumb shit. Talking about this nigga's facing up to 65 years. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all. Let me grab something. All right. I grab my pretzel. Something that I had to do. Oh yeah, I saw that shit when the cops hit that chick. They arrested her on the train track. And left her in the car on the train track. And sure enough, got hit by a train. Thank God she didn't die. All right, let's see if this
Another
gives us any
sports
insight.
betting scandal has erupted this.
Oh, man, let me get you on the screen first.
Time in Major League Baseball. Contessa Brewer joins us now with more. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, federal prosecutors have indicted 2 Cleveland Guardians pitchers. Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz are accused of rigging their pitches to allow bettors to profit in a scheme worth nearly $500,000. Clase's star is a star closer, and Ortiz is a starting pitcher, both from the Dominican Republic, and both facing a slew of federal charges, conspiracy related to wire fraud, money laundering, and more. And prosecutors say over the last 2 years, the players telegraphed their pitches to conspirators who then bet on the pitches and profited, sharing the winnings with Clase and Ortiz. For example, in a game against the Red Sox in June 2023, prosecutors say Clase arranged to throw a ball with a pitch slower than 95 miles an hour, and they included this image in the indictment of the ball hitting the dirt. And they say the bettors won $58,000 $100,000 because of that pitch. Though the MLB restricts cell phone usage, prosecutors say they busted Clase using his phones during the games with bettors, asking if they're ready. The scheme wasn't always successful, though. Prosecutors outlined one game where bettors wagered about 16 legs of a parlay on a pitch. They wanted big money. But the batter actually swung at a pitch that was supposed to be a ball, resulting in a strike and breaking the parlay. Clase allegedly texted a sad puppy dog emoji.
You can't make this shit up.
Similar accusations against Ortiz. He was arrested in Boston yesterday. He's scheduled for federal court there today. His lawyer says Luis Ortiz is innocent of the charges related to 2 pitches he threw. He's would never improperly influence a game, not for anyone and not for anything. Clase is not in U.S. custody, though authorities did not explain his whereabouts. But in a statement, his attorney said Emmanuel Clase has devoted his life to baseball and is doing everything in his power to help his team win. Emmanuel is innocent of all charges and looks forward to clearing his name in court. Now, MLB and the Guardians have both said they have cooperated with investigators and they are doing their own investigation, but the Players Association is not commenting on the matter. The U.S. attorney says they defrauded the online betting platforms where the bets were placed, and they betrayed America's pastime. And I really think it's this betrayal of the sport that so many people love that is raising concerns about how fast, how widespread sports gambling has become. But what the experts in this...
Nigga, you saw what they did to Pete Rose, nigga. And ain't none of you niggas Pete Rose.
Industry and those...
And Pete Rose stood firm that he never bet on baseball. And you know what they told Pete Rose?
You're blackballed.
Those who came and have expertise in Europe will say, this has been going on as long as sport has been going on. There has always been gambling on sport. It's just that now it's much more transparent and you can spot the aberrant behavior in ways that you couldn't.
You don't just mean gambling, but you mean fixed gambling.
Yeah, even fixed gambling. But
because you're allowed to gamble on sport. No one's saying don't do that.
I just think that a lot of people...
You mean there was always the opportunity to try to rig the game, even with if it was with...
Yeah, but the thing is the type of rigging that goes on ain't got nothing to do with the betting that me and then the common man could do. It don't matter if... No, this shit's been going on forever because it don't matter if betting's legal or not. There's always going to be some of this shit happening. And when this type of shit happening, it's not like they getting caught hooking some poor people up where it's like, look, man, I know you broke, so I'm going to go in the game and I'm going to make sure I get a rebound or 2 less than what they say I get supposed to get. You bet on it and then you out of poverty. It's never no shit like that. Ever.
Even when it wasn't legalized gambling.
Right.
There were bookies that you went to. There were pools that you were part of. You could wager on sports if you wanted to.
There's so much more money now.
Yep.
And that creates not only more opportunity, but more incentive for people to do something along these lines.
And the leagues are taking notice. They're standing up and going, look, do we really have to have a bet available on a kicker in a football game that he's going to miss the kick?
Right.
Can it just be to make the field goal?
Right. Yeah, a pitch in the dirt. I mean, but it sounds like it's part of parlays, you said. So it would break the parlay if that one didn't work. It's not a single bet usually?
No, some of them were single bets. But on micro bets, just on the pitches, not on the game outcome itself. They're on individual in-game pitches where you're making the money like that.
Right. And I mean, that's the leagues signed off on this stuff.
No. I'm with you when you're right. What y'all got to understand is remember, the Black Sox happened. Gambling was not legal then. Like, this is what happens. It's the illegal gambling. It's the same thing like with these poker games. You think that this was like niggas just buying it in on the internet? Yeah, right. It was super rich people. They always be on some shit where it's like, Super rich people be doing some shit. Then they be like, it's the common person's fault. Oh, we should have never started letting the common man gamble. Okay. I'll give you that, but for what reason? Well, if it wasn't for gambling being legal, they wouldn't cheat for gambling. Yes, they would. Now, I am kind of with her with the shit where it's like, I'll be like, you should only be able to bet over. It should only be over. But then, even if the nigga's chasing the bet, you ain't gonna care because it means he's playing his best. No, nobody would care if a nigga came out and was like, yeah, I went off for 30 tonight because I saw that they said I was only supposed to go like 10.5 points tonight. So I said, fuck that. We only got a problem with what? He was supposed to score 10.5 points and we found out he missed shots on purpose.
They've got to be rethinking all of it now.
I think that they're not rethinking
The overall.
sports
The
gambling.
overall idea,
But the
I
bets you
think-
can put along
Yeah,
the way.
I think there's too much money at stake to rethink the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, but the idea
The whole Gilbert Arenas thing started over gambling.
that you can bet on so many things, like the Gambler's Anonymous sort of way of looking at life.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Another
I mean, I hear what y'all saying, but y'all not seeing the whole picture.
As we've seen recently in the NBA, the intersection of sports and gambling is more fraught and susceptible to scandal than ever. And now this from Major League Baseball. Guardians pitchers Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz have been charged with fraud, conspiracy, and rigging pitches. Prosecutors said in the indictment that Clase and Ortiz threw specific pitches for balls so bettors could place prop bets and profit. Both pitchers have been on paid leave while MLB investigated. Ortiz was arrested by the
And that shouldn't even be hard. There's no way that they should be caught through the pitches where it's like, nigga, I just threw a ball. They should be able to say that. The fact that he got a one where he missed so bad.
FBI Sunday morning in Boston. He will appear in court on Monday. Clase was not in custody as of Sunday afternoon. U.S. Attorney Joseph DeSella said in a statement, the defendants deprived the Cleveland Guardians and Major League Baseball of their honest services. They defrauded the online betting platforms where the bets were placed. And they betrayed America's pastime. Integrity, honesty, and fair play are part of the DNA of professional sports. When corruption infiltrates the sport, it brings disgrace not only to the participants, but damage.
But were they doing this on their own, or was it some bookies or something involved? That's what I want to know.
The public trust in an institution that is vital and dear to all of us. Our baseball insider Jeff Passan joins us now. So Jeff, when a baseball legend like Pete Rose gets a lifetime ban for merely betting on baseball, that's one thing. But now the feds are involved. What could the punishment be for Clase and Ortiz if it's found they actually manipulated their performance for gamblers?
David, prosecutors charged the pair with 4 charges each. And if you add up the potential sentences of those charges, they could be facing up to 65 years in prison. Now, nobody is expecting that to be the ultimate punishment, but it shows the severity of this case and just how seriously the Eastern District of New York, which remember was also involved in the indictments unsealed last week against the NBA, Terry Rozier, and some assistant coaches as well.
Emmanuel Clase, I really don't understand why this nigga would do it. I just don't get it.
They're taking it extraordinarily.
Like he has to owe. You're not gonna tell me that it's just like he was doing it for some side money. He has to owe money. That's the only way this makes sense.
Seriously, because I think they understand, just as Major League Baseball does, this is about the integrity
Good night,
of the
Bob.
sport. And Major League Baseball, if they are found guilty, very likely would levy lifetime bans against them, as they did against Pete Rose and have done against others.
It does feel like we're reporting on this kind of thing more and more often. You mentioned baseball and the integrity of the sport and all that's concerned. How would you characterize the level of concern right now with Rob Manfred and baseball in general?
David, I asked him that question during the World Series because let's not forget, it's not just Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz. Pat Hoberg, one of the best umpires in Major League Baseball, did not gamble on baseball, but somebody under one of his accounts did, and Hoberg was fired. Tucupita Marcano last year, an infielder for the San Diego Padres, was handed a lifetime ban for placing nearly 400 bets on Major League Baseball. And when I asked Manfred this question, he essentially said, we did not legalize gambling, but we have to be involved. We have to be partners with these companies because of the betting integrity services that they provide. And because if gambling is going to be legal around the country and is going to be legal in any number of states, we want to know situations like this that are happening. In the indictment
Not the place where niggas are placing bets and snitching.
today, it did say Emmanuel Clase started this scheme allegedly back in May of 2023. However, feds were not tipped off to this until one of those betting integrity firms found irregularities in wagers that were placed on those days that Luis Ortiz allegedly threw those pitches that were gambled on.
It is certainly a threat to all sports. Jeff Passan, our baseball insider, adding some insight, some context into the story as Clase and Ortiz now face federal charges.
Well, there have been numerous
This is terrible, bro.
allegations brought up here and over the course of several years. Here's some examples. Specific instances of fraud. May 19, 2023, bettors allegedly made roughly $27,000 on a Clase pitch that was faster than 94.95 miles per hour. June 7, 2023, bettors allegedly made roughly $68,000 on a Clase pitch that was slower than 94.95 and called a ball. May 11, 2025, bettors allegedly won approximately $11,000 on a Clase pitch that was called a ball.
That's crazy, y'all betting on individual pitches like this.
For Ortiz, two pitches in question happened this past June 15th, alleged to have agreed to throw his first pitch of the second inning for a ball in exchange for $5,000 from Clase. The indictment alleges two co-conspiring bettors made approximately $26,000 off the wager. And then on June 27th, Ortiz allegedly agreed to throw his first pitch of the third inning for a ball in exchange for approximately $7,000. Bettors are alleged to have made about $37,000 off that pitch.
That's crazy.
ESPN sports betting reporter David Purdom joins the show now. And David, in modern day sports gambling, it seems as though you can place a bet on just about anything when it comes to props. So with that being the case, what can leagues actually do to crack down on this?
Well, the allegations in the indictments that have impacted players now in Major League Baseball, a player in the NBA, and multiple coaches, the allegations in those are clear violations of the league's gambling policy. Players are not allowed to bet on the league that they play in. Players are not allowed to feed information to gamblers, and they're certainly not allowed to manipulate their performance as part of a gambling scheme. So those allegations violate the league policy. So these players, if they're doing this, are violating the policy. Now, what the leagues can do is talk to the sports books, and they can discuss what type of bets they think are the most vulnerable to manipulation.
But here's the thing. Even if you do that, it can be an illegal sports book. 60% of all gambling money comes from illegal sites. So yeah, they can talk to FanDuel, DraftKings, all this shit. Because that's what they want y'all to think. They want y'all to think that these niggas won that money playing some shit y'all heard of. No, it was probably some overseas shit and casinos and shit like that. These niggas ain't taking that info and getting on fucking FanDuel and Yahoo. Hey, come on, bro. Let's be serious.
In these cases, these were bets on the Major League Baseball or the bets on first pitches and whether they'd be a ball or a strike, or in some cases, whether they would be faster or slower than 95 miles an hour, for example. So maybe they'll look at these bets, talk to the sports books and say, you know what, we think these are ripe for vulnerable to be manipulated, and we'd like to remove them.
Yeah, because there is a relationship obviously ongoing between these leagues and these sports books. So if they get that collaboration there, maybe they could break up some rules that would prevent what we're seeing now on multiple instances. David Purdom, appreciate the insight.
Hey, if y'all niggas did that shit, man, they banning y'all and y'all probably going to prison. I don't even want to say probably. If y'all get convicted of this shit, y'all going to prison. That's the thing. Only problem is the black market is still bigger than the regular market. So they can ban whatever. Like I said, these niggas is getting caught up in these schemes. I doubt they betting it. DraftKings and shit. You know, the places they can regulate. Yeah, that's my thing. Like, if the shit was just like niggas could bet over, then I don't care if he betting on his own team. You can't, because some niggas, maybe he'll make my team play better. If you said it was just a rule like that. Motherfucker bet on himself and then go drop 40. We only call it rigged when niggas is doing underperforming on purpose. If he overperforming to win a bet, we don't give a shit. And why should we? Be honest. Yeah, real easy to score 29 when they expect you to score 30. Vegas always had the better parlay odds online. Overseas niggas. Like 1x bet and shit. I mean, the root of the problem is just like, it's gonna always be niggas that's gonna owe money. So these things are gonna happen. As far as we know, them making the gambling legal, like they have, has led to these arrests. So I just don't think we know yet. To really say, let's just do this. But if you force my hand to say something, I think just make the motherfuckers take away the unders. I mean, but then they still gotta have like the team stats, because like even like you said, where it's like, well, the player props, well, it's easier to get away with it just having a bad game. You know, especially in basketball, these games are hard. Where it's like, it's not hard to have a bad game in basketball. But shit, you could also get lucky too. You getting paid to make sure your team lose, and you come into the game and one of your teammates just having the worst night ever, just coincidentally. So then you ain't got to do much. But the way that evil nature worked, there will always come a point in time where it's gonna, you're gonna have to go too far. That's how it always happens. Wardell is here. I'm gonna be playing the Thunder tonight. I so thought I was gonna get to go. I am not. I am shitty. But life goes on. I'm not rich like Jed. I can't just go see Wardell on the drop of a hat, let alone leave the country. That's that INA shit for sure.
I'm still rich, y'all broke, and y'all are stupid.
But yes, I ain't gonna lie. I'm shitty. I can't go see Wardell, but it is what it is. Jed fucking my shit up. There ain't too many Wardell games left for me to see in person. And I done missed like 3 in a row because of this nigga. There shall be another time. It's definitely not worth crashing out over. I'll be over it rather quickly. But I thought I got rid of Chase Burns by now, but we have not, so it is what it is. Right on, Jenna. Yeah, hopefully I eventually get to see Wemby in person. I can't say that I've seen a lot of Hall of Famers in person. This is crazy to think about. I wonder if LeBron gonna play another game as a Laker again. At this point, I just pay him $40 million just not to come back. I mean, we already lost that money. We know when he comes back, he gonna fuck the team up. Might as well just give him 40 of it. We at least keep 10 of it. Get rid of him. Yeah, Wemby's a big boy. For sure. When I saw him standing next to LeBron and it was just like, seemed like he was a foot tall, it was crazy. Because LeBron is a big ass motherfucker. Man, if I was y'all, I'd just buy the nigga out. Y'all ain't got nothing to lose. At least if you buy this nigga out, you might be able to get you keep you an extra $10 million. We don't need this nigga. It wasn't like we was gonna win a title with this nigga, so it's not like if we don't win a title this year, this is a failure season. I say buy him out, buy Bronny out and be done with it. I think they did that shit on purpose too. That's another reason why I'm like, it might be over, bro. LeBron might have played his last game. LeBron got sent to the G League. It's crazy. And y'all niggas is mad. Man, I love what George is doing because he's impacting the game drastically at like 2 minutes at a time. He's only done like 2-minute segments, but them bitches have been so powerful. Like he did a 2-minute segment talking about load management. Man, that was some powerful shit. The new niggas of the NBA did not want to hear that shit. They was definitely on some fuck them old niggas on that one. Not the exciting whites. Now, I can't quite put my finger on it, but that just feels racist. The exciting whites. Luka ain't even white. They quick to try to put anybody fair skin on their team. Luka ain't white. Good team name for trivia. We had the Showtime Lakers. Now we have the exciting whites. First of all, y'all niggas is gonna get destroyed in the first round. Bro, it's easy to get Luka in the playoffs. Put him in a position where he feels like he has to score the whole time and live with it. Because the Lakers are really an easy team to guard if they go, look, as long as we can score more points than Austin Reeves and Luka, will be fine. And they should. Like, Austin Reeves and Luka are not putting up 100 points. Everybody else is going to be out of rhythm. Let Luka and Austin ISO to death. They can have their 30 to 40. They can have their 40 and 30. They have 70 points. Any NBA team should be able to beat the Lakers if them niggas give up 70 points to Luka and Austin. Because the rest of the team fucking sucks. The rest of the team is fucking garbage. Like, there's no saving it. I mean, Dalton Connect cool, but they not gonna let him grow. They're not gonna play him and let him grow. Be careful with that DeAndre Ayton shit. DeAndre Ayton always looks good at the beginning of the season. DeAndre Ayton he's a problem. Now, I will say that at least with Luka, it's better with Luka because Luka know how to at least throw him a oop cut into the basket. LeBron cannot. LeBron gonna want this nigga to be a spot up 3-point shooter. So I guess the question is, truthfully, is LeBron gonna ever play another game for these motherfuckers again? Yeah. I mean, I hear all of that, but out west, no. And De'Aaron Fox looked decent on his first game. Back. Who's gonna be a glorified player? LeBron wants to be the highest paid player on the team, and he wants everything to run through him. But I'm like, nigga, so at what age do you plan on taking a backseat role like everybody else has to? Or is your whole thing is you gonna retire not ever, no matter how bad you make a team look? Because right now, if he come back, the Lakers are gonna look terrible. Either he getting ready to come back soon because he's tired of seeing niggas do well, or he might not play again. I think it's truly up in the air. Like maybe a week or so ago, I'd have never even believed it. But now with certain things I've seen and shit now I'm like, man, who knows at this juncture? And especially with this shit being a nightmare. Because now when LeBron come back, LeBron know they can't turn around and lose like 4 or 5 out of 6, or no goofy shit like that. Or, oh my goodness, the media might actually turn on LeBron for real. Because I would love to see how they would frame it if LeBron came back and they lost 5 in a row. Yeah, they should have never resigned. They should have never fucking gave Bronny that contract or LeBron. I don't know what the fuck, but it was still Jeannie Buss. It's them new niggas that came in that said, nope, this is where we cutting the losses. Because Jeannie probably would have gave this nigga an extension, to be honest. She probably gave this nigga another extension. That new management team came in and was like, nah, we not paying LeBron shit. He can go. He can make his little money this year, then he can leave. We not giving this nigga no extension, and we not getting ready to ask you what you want with the team, nigga. We building around Luka. So I respect the new ownership for that, because that should be their stance. Like, nigga, look, you had your hey, Bron, but we not doing that right now, nigga. We are not doing that. Let's see. I might call it early night tonight. Who knows? Do I got one more I want to see? Oh, I do want to see this. I was a fan of those.
What you should do?
Possibly want to go with the though. All right, there we go. Ugh, Kendra, man. Kendra G just, when I see her, it just angers me sometimes. These beef sectors have been going crazy the last week. Where the fuck did that video go? Okay. All right, here we go. This motherfucking we gonna watch this Adam video, nigga. The Poor Man's Podcast showed this video about Adam, man. Had me in tears.
Adam 22 cuts interview short.
Unless he got if he got the original in his link, then I'll just go to the original. Oh.
In this video, I hired the world's most famous lie detector examiner to hook up Adam 22 to reveal whether or not he truly
Ray, what's going on?
stands by his controversial decisions. As a genuine fan of Adam, my only goal was to invite him on the show and make him laugh. And I was able to do just that. But unfortunately, one particular question changed the whole energy of the room. I wasn't going to put this video out since Adam asked me not to. So enjoy. Welcome back to the Craft Culture Podcast. I'm Kono, the host of this podcast. Today, our guest is the host of the legendary No Jumper podcast, and he is also a pioneer in the hip-hop culture, shaping the way we see and hear artists today. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam 22.
Boo. Nigga, why they put... Oh, yeah, the sheriff's all over this. Adam 22, Cuck. The 16.
Hello, America. How's everybody doing out there?
You make hosting a podcast seem so effortless, so easy. So my question is, what is the one factor that you think that has made No Jumper the podcast it is today?
I guess a lot of hard work and then just having a kind of outside the norm set of interests. But I think from the beginning, just like recognizing that, oh, SoundCloud rappers are interesting and nobody's talking to them, and or like, you know, oh, all these drill rappers are interesting and they're not really doing great interviews, so maybe I could get in there and
Hold on, Adam. You starting to get built like Jala, nigga.
rappers are interesting and they're not really doing great interviews, so maybe I could get in there and find some opportunity there. I think that's probably what kind of pushed it into the space that it's in now.
Your slogan for No Jumper has always been the coolest podcast in the world. Do you feel that by you occupying your environment with the wrong people, that's what's turned it into the complete opposite of that?
Who are the uncool people?
Well, you had 8 hosts leave, you know, and then you had that lawsuit. And those in particular were, in my opinion, the 2 biggest factors as to why you went dirt poor broke.
We're not dirt poor broke. That's inaccurate. To be honest, what you said in terms of like taking the position or the platform that I created and then allowing all these other random people to sort of like come on and have a voice on the platform, in some ways has kind of like muddied the platform itself, because sometimes when I reach out to interview people, they think that it's all about gang violence because they saw some of the past hosts or whatever getting into, you know, violent altercations on camera. But at the same time, I am proud of the fact that I've put on so many people, but quite often I've gotten to see the negative side of putting other people on.
I heard through someone who knows you very well that you are a very generous man.
I don't know about that, but okay.
You're so generous that you share your wife.
I do.
Sweetie! Sweetie!
Do sometimes for porn, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very I think that's the most generous thing you can do.
Thank you. You know, I don't think any of the other men that I've ever allowed her to sleep with have ever said that to me. So
Lord Jesus.
thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Now, how much meth does someone have to smoke to let someone else fuck their wife?
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga! I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Adam, nigga, what is happening?
Yeah, no problem. Now, how much meth does someone have to smoke to let someone else fuck their wife?
Great question.
Yeah, I only done meth one time in my life.
So
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
I've only done meth one time in my life.
Oh, it just takes one time. Now, how much meth does someone have to smoke to let someone else fuck their wife?
Yeah, I only done meth one time in my life.
So it just takes one time.
I think the meth thing and then allowing my wife to sleep with other men on camera 9 years later were largely unrelated.
I want to ask you some questions about Lena.
Yes.
But I just want to make sure you're telling me the truth.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just going to bring in my friend. Hey, John, do you recognize who this man is?
No.
He's the world's most famous lie detector examiner.
You didn't know who this nigga is, Adam? Oh, nigga, you down bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
Hey, John.
John, this is Adam22 from the No Jumper podcast.
Hello, John.
So he's just going to hook you up just to ensure that you're telling the truth.
Holy shit.
Are you tired of getting rinsed online every single time? You think you found a new deal where it cooks for you to install it? A is the best most people at 4 saves sorry. Yourself a through that your name is Adam John Grand Maison.
Yes.
True. Big house, right?
Yeah.
In French.
Yeah. Thank you.
Lena, she does a sex scene with another man, but not with any man, but with a
black man?
Professional porn star. What the fuck?
Sigma in the cut one time.
Bring it to Medusa!
Hold on, nigga. Wait. Wait, Adam, you walked right into that, nigga. You walked right into that one. Can't say I feel sorry for you, bro. You walked directly into that one.
She does a sex scene with another man, but not with any man, but with a
black man?
Professional porn star. What the fuck?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that is also accurate.
Do you or do you not regret allowing Lena to sleep with Jason Love?
I absolutely do not regret that.
I can't wait till the sheriff gets a hold of this. Oh, I can't wait. Adam, your descent to the bottom must be studied.
I don't even know if I believe that this thing is plugged in. But
blood, sweat, forward breathing, upper breathing. I've been testing since the 1980s.
I'm a fucking bitch.
well, okay. Maybe there's something that I don't know that I've been holding on.
Right. It was your subconscious. Right.
On to.
Did you enjoy watching the scene with Lena and Jason Love?
Yeah, you know, I haven't really like tuned into most of the scenes that she's done since then. Sometimes I'll see like the trailer on Twitter and I'll watch the like 30-second version, but haven't really like cared enough to sit and watch the 40-minute version or whatever.
Aaron, what up?
So yeah, I mean, like when she first did it, we were kind of like all caught up in the hype of the whole thing going viral and stuff, and we did kind of like watch it and like bang while watching it.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
I would like to talk to you about now. Can we do that?
I don't joke around about that.
Fine. Why do you think that the majority of men wouldn't allow their wives to do the types of things that you allow Lena to do?
I think we're open-minded.
But would you agree that the only thing that's became more open is Lena's clam?
Okay.
Yikes!
I mean,
or is it
something about the word clam? Yeah, her vagina has maintained the majority of the pre-Jason Love tightness.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga! I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
So he only stretched her shit out a little bit, huh, Adam?
Lord Jesus. No, I think the only thing that's still tight is the devil's grip on her soul, I would say at this point, right?
Her soul has not been in any way affected by her porn career.
Is that
Huh.
that objectively true.
Can we talk about something else?
This nigga cooking your ass, Adam. This nigga cooking your ass, Adam.
I do have a lot of more questions. They're all about Atlanta. There's about 21 more questions.
Okay. I don't know like why you like flew out to the other side of the country just to give me a hard time about my wife and to sit this creepy bisexual black guy next to me and to weird me out.
I'll give you a hard time.
True.
You smell like lotion.
In this video,
Adam, you was about to get your ass beat, nigga. Adam, you will do anything for clout. You will look like the fucking dumbest nigga on the earth for clout. Like, this nigga will make himself look stupid as shit for clout. I mean, this nigga will do anything. Like, Adam getting up, getting ready to get in a fight is the funniest shit ever. See, as though I've seen this nigga get punked way worse than this and on his own shit and don't do nothing. Not Devon Deadly. Y'all niggas, y'all gotta cut this shit out. Adam wasn't ready for that lie detector shit, though. You tell that part caught his ass off guard. Oh man, so much motherfucking shit coming up. Who was the chick that I need to find the chick that hit a nigga while she was on TikTok? I forgot about that shit. I don't know what the fuck to search for it though. I missed that shit. Let's see. If I can find one that give me the story short, quick, and in order. It ain't looking like too much confirmed shit, if you will. Let me see. I'll pull up that one if I end up not finding this. I got this one queued up. Man, you mean to tell me everybody on the internet talking about not one news outlet has picked up on it? Give an overview. That's insanity. Because apparently they said it was fatal. Oh yeah, this is the bitch that tried to steal my shit. Check her ass. No. Alright, well I'll fire your shit up, Scott. Because I can't find what I would deem a credible video about this other one. Bitch, shut the fuck up and get out. Nobody tell you to say nothing, you dumb slut. Sure is probably Jed, hoe ass. Like, bro, y'all niggas just, nigga, get a fucking life, nigga. What? I thought you told me to stop talking about you. Now I'm not talking about you, and you fucking mad about that, man. What a fucking loser. I just never seen somebody just a loser on the level of this nigga, bro. It's legit uncanny. Oh, what does it say? Oh, I was about to say, what the fuck? Easy. Hold on. Finish doing what I'm doing real quick. I need to see something right quick. Stay prepared. Stay ready. All right, there we go. As we were.
For content, these Twitch streamers were so desperate for content, they decided to start lighting fireworks in each other's houses, and eventually one of the house caught on fire. And what happened next just shows how out of touch and entitled these people actually are. But let's start from the beginning. This has to do with the most popular Twitch streamer, Kai Cenat, and for some odd reason, he loves lighting fireworks inside his own house.
You want me to do something special for 25 gifted? Okay. All right. Everybody clap. Clap, y'all. Clap. 25 gifted. Who f***ing ready? Did I actually just do that? I'm done. I might have crashed out and I'm sorry.
So for one of his stream,
what the fuck? Acting like a nigga that ain't never had shit.
He decided to go destroy a rival's house. Now, it's important to mention that they own this house. It's not some stranger's house. They actually own it. So they go in there, they trash the place. It makes good content, no problem. The problem comes in when they start lighting the place on fire with fireworks. Can't really show you what happens next in a video form because YouTube doesn't really like when you show like massive fires that are self-inflicted by morons. But basically this clown lit up a firework in there, and as you can see from the next screenshot, the whole room was full of smoke. There's fire everywhere, and pretty much the entire house caught on fire.
Like, what the fuck?
So the firemen came, and when the cops came to understand what was going on here, these guys turned into such arrogant little pricks. You have to see this shit for yourself. Take a look.
Tell me your name, buddy. Bro, we not in no trouble. Tell me your name. I know we not in no trouble. So
here's the thing.
She's in no trouble. Tell her your name. Tell her your name.
Here's the thing.
They hit me to their job.
You won't sing, right? It was a whole house fire, right? Yes. So, all I'm asking for is your first and last name.
Nigga. Lawyer time. I'm gonna be honest with you niggas right now. It is lawyer time.
Take the names you got, man.
No, it don't work like that.
There's no house fire. The house is still standing, and we was not here. And I wasn't here, so I don't know. I don't have to speak. On your camera, it would hear you say that you said we was on site.
So, your first and last name.
But she wouldn't get us arrested anyway, but just give it a name, bro. I see what's going to happen right here. She waiting for the nigga. She just called
Here's the thing. So, I'm literally just asking for your first and last name.
These niggas freaking out.
You don't even need that, though. You know that.
I'm literally just asking for your first and last name.
This is your son, your little brother. You've been pissed off because you know you don't even need that. I gave you mine. I don't know what to me.
Your first and last name.
Why are you asking me for my first and last name?
I'm asking everybody. Everybody that's on scene right now.
I would not like to speak right now, because I don't have nothing to say. I wasn't here.
So these dipshits are not even suspected of committing a crime at the moment. The cops are just trying to figure out what the hell happened, and this guy doesn't want to identify. I highly doubt he has warrants or anything like that. These guys are streamers. They don't usually have warrants, but they're just arrogant little douchebags. Now, the neighbor talks to the cops and explains that this is actually something that happens quite often. These morons are lighting fireworks in the houses at all times of the night, and then it was just bound to happen. Honestly, it must be a nightmare to live next to these people.
I literally wrote for Joanne Burrell, the commissioner, the police chief, the fire chief, the code enforcement, because on July 4th, they were setting fireworks off in the home. Tonight, they did the same thing, and what they do is they stream it on YouTube or Twitch, whatever the app is. I have the evidence to show. From today? Yeah. From tonight. Can I please, right now? Yeah. Because that's why I'm here. I want to make sure that they are telling the truth. And this neighborhood.
Man, she Karen mode activated, nigga.
I understand. I am so just like frustrated. I have 3 elementary kids. This is unbelievable behavior. So.
Luckily, there's plenty of evidence of who started this shit because it's literally uploaded to the internet, and this lady has been screen recording everything. But back to the streamers, the main dipshit is trying to ask the cops to get back into the house while it's still on fire. You really can't make this shit up.
I want you to hear his answer. Are we being detained?
Yo, my brother, listen to me. It's real simple. Fire is making sure there's no other flames in the house. You cannot go in the house, my brother. It's simple.
I mean, these cops can't be any more reasonable. These niggas want these cops to be unreasonable. These cops, because they acting like real, like petulant children, for real.
All we needed was information for the report. Like, why are you making this shit difficult? Bro, there's no... my own like, goddamn, bro. You know what I'm saying? If we're not being detained, we don't have to give them our information. Can you tell that person that's giving you that information that the house that you were in is on fire and currently being fucking put out? Simple, my brother.
Like, I don't know what they own. Like, this shit's kind of weird.
Whoever you speaking to, let them know. We didn't just randomly stop and detain you. That's
right. Like, they making this like, nigga, the house is on fire. Why are you acting like we shouldn't be talking to you? And then they not like calling for no lawyers or nothing. They just trying to like, are we being detained? So what, you want to leave? Your fucking crib on fire when you just want to leave?
We all get our information. God damn. Bro, everything is not what people see on YouTube, bro.
I love that he said that, because a lot of people these days try to get their law knowledge from TikTok, and most of the time it's inaccurate information. So this guy wants to get back into the house even though it's still on fire. Meanwhile, the other guy still doesn't want to give his name even though he's legally required to, and it looks like the lady cop is about to lose her patience.
Okay, so again, I'ma say, if you was not here, then that's what's gonna be in the report. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat.
She's telling me to sit down. Now
I've been being nice this whole time.
She has, bro. I just don't know what y'all want. I guess that's where I'm confused. Is like, we not talking about, like, y'all act like this is a traffic stop, or y'all acting like this house was on fire and y'all walked past. Like, I just don't get it. You don't think that you should talk to 12 right here? This coming from a nigga that say fuck 12, fuck SWAT, but that doesn't mean be irrational for no reason. Like, I don't understand. Now, if you don't want to incriminate yourself, whatever, that's fine. You need to tell them, like, hey, nigga, look, unless y'all arresting us, we not talking, lawyers, all this shit. But y'all just, like, kind of like, we not talking, can we leave? And it's like, nah, this ain't that type of situation, nigga. Like, you got to understand, you in the type of situation where, for what you probably need to do with your silence and shit, you might have to stay the night in the jail, nigga.
And trying to avoid this whole thing, it started with just me and him.
That's what I'm saying.
But now you want to be non-compliant.
Nothing is out of hand. You gotta say nothing that was not here.
Like I said, if you were not here, that is going to be in the report. But right now, I have people saying that you were on scene. I have a whole fire in there that happened. Okay? That's what's going on. So I'm here, and they're here to investigate the fire. So again, sweetie, please, your first and last name, so I can put it in the report. Thank you.
So he finally gave his information. If not, he might have gotten arrested. Now, they were explaining to the neighbor that it sure looks like they are going to get away with this without any charges, because unless there is intentional arson, they cannot arrest them, because technically they're destroying their own property. And
I'm okay with that. It's like, if they hurt one another, then yeah, they face some charges like that. But like, if your house didn't catch on fire, unfortunately, you can't say that.
If it's
like, but that's just, bro, you could just tell that motherfuckers ain't used to having shit. Like, they be having these, I don't even know why y'all niggas be living in these big ass houses, because they be empty as fuck, because you niggas really ain't got bread like y'all be trying to make it seem like. And like, the bulk of y'all AdSense checks and subscription checks be going to shadowy companies, allegedly. But like, it's just you know, some of us would love to live in a house that's spacious with all this shit, and it's like, the 95% of us would never think about, God blessed us with this big ass house. Let's light firecrackers in it for clout. This nigga had arcade machines in there and everything. Like, all that shit could just blew up and killed him.
Accidental, then no crime has been committed. And you can see that this lady is really at wit's end. She had enough of the situation, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to stop today.
It's criminal.
It is if someone wants to press charges for what they're doing to the inside of that house. Okay.
Can I press charges?
Bitch, go home. Take your whole ass home, bro. Do you hear yourself?
It's not gonna happen. That's the problem.
Yeah, you can't. What the fuck? So you want these niggas to start pressing charges on you for shit you be doing at your house? Like, stop, bro.
I am every bit as frustrated as you are. I have been dealing with all of this for like the last 4 years.
Yeah, and I've been in the neighborhood about the same amount of time, and imagine what the neighbors have to deal with, more than you have to respond to it.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, it's unfair.
Yes.
You know, and I have 3 elementary age children, and I can't, half the time I don't let them play outside because I don't know if they're packing. I don't know.
No, we're not doing that, bitch. Nah, now you taking it somewhere you don't need to be taking it. Now you taking this motherfucker somewhere you don't need to be taking it. Now you taking it somewhere you don't need to be taking it.
What condition they're in, whether they're drunk or high. You've got a number of suspicious people coming in and out of this neighborhood. The people, like, look at this family. These are the types of people that are here. You know, and it's.
I understand her frustration, but I would say that these guys are not as bad as traditional nuisance streamers because at least they're destroying their own property.
Yeah. You not around some of them one niggas. Facts.
Not strangers' property. So it could be worse, but at the same time, you can tell that this entire town is fed up with them. Even the cop said he's been dealing with them for 4.5 years now. They're costing the taxpayers quite a bit of money. And the worst part of it all is their attitude. They're acting right now like the cops and that lady is bothering them. Meanwhile, they're the dumbasses that lit a house on fire.
What if the fireworks had hit one y'all and then they, or y'all are in a residential neighborhood where that could have
Hold on, she thick though.
hit somebody else's property? That's not okay. I'm gonna tell you that
She
right
work for
now.
Cobb County.
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
She lies to work for Cobb County.
Okay, do you know your HOA president?
Yes, this is HOA. You need to have the grass. The grass needs to look presentable. No trash is on the street. We cannot pay to put a fence up. I'm very smart. That's why we are all successful. I know we're in the HOA. She's lying. She don't work for HOA. She's lying. She don't work for Cobb County.
Listen to me.
She lied. And I was very compliant because I'm very respectful. Y'all did an amazing job.
Okay,
and that's that.
Are you gonna let me talk?
She lied though. Nah,
She lied.
just one minute. Do she work for Cobb County? Please.
What's the Cobb County fireworks ordinance?
I don't know what you're talking about with fireworks. Do she work for Cobb County?
And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'ma look it up. Look it up.
I don't know what's about fireworks.
So I'm sure they would consider her a Karen, but all she wants to do is live in peace. And with these streamers, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. But anyways, that's it for the video. They didn't have enough evidence for an arson charge because
I don't think, like, unfortunately, it's just one of those weird, it's just one of them weird ass things where it's like, I understand where you scared it'll happen to your house or whatever, but it's like, that is the slipperiest of slopes to start being like, we got to police what people are doing inside their house. We just can't take action on that shit until it affects your shit. God Hope it don't. Prepare yourself, but that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. See, that's the thing. They can't get no acres and build no compound. They be renting these spots because look, it's the thing. Here's the thing. People like Casanat, and do they have access to a lot of stuff? Yes. Do they have access to a lot of money? No. No. They have access to stuff. They get put in these houses that are called their house. So that's why when it be like that, where it's like, that's why a nigga ain't getting on. In that, at least in that nature. But you would think that these niggas would, but I understand being mad at them, but the extra shit, like trying to put charges on them and shit, it's just hard for me to ever go with, yeah, you should be able to put charges on somebody for doing something to their own shit. It's like, nah, you being on that, bro, that's why I could never live anywhere with an HOA. It's like living in an apartment. The whole reason you don't want to live in an apartment is so you have the freedom of being in a house more. I mean, yes, the space, obviously, but the freedom. And then I'm going to be in an HOA where I'm going to be in a spot where a motherfucker try to tell me when I need to do it, what I got to do, and how I got to keep shit, and how many people can be at the house. And no, I never. Who the fuck is sponsoring Jack Doherty? Ain't no telling. I mean, and then with Jack Doherty, it could. I think with Jack Doherty, I just think it's just like, man, he got super rich ass parents that go for anything. That's what I be feeling with Jack Doherty. He got rich ass parents that's gonna go for anything, and they not listening to the noise of the internet. They only getting his side of the story. I saw his motherfucking mama when he got in that damn car crash. Like, yeah, obviously she should make sure her son okay, but it was like the extraness of it was wild. Yeah, I think Jack's a plant too, for sure. Like from the jump, because his early content was nothing like this. And then all of a sudden, it just changed. But you know. But it was like Dr. Phil, but it seems like, for me personally, it feels like the Dr. Phil shit was always planned. And then now it's like we see YouTubers and shit fall off of shit all the time, but Jack Doherty just won't go away. You know what I'm saying? He just won't go away. Which that's just crazy to me. But look, Jack been crashing out. He's been crashing out. I thought, like, once he survived that bodyguard shit, I was like, and then, like, remember, some of the bodyguards turned on him and tried to expose him. That shit didn't work. He got in that car accident. That shit didn't work. He rug pulled his fucking fans blatantly. And that shit right there, the rug pull. You think Jack Doherty's smart enough to do a rug pull, nigga? Nah. Because remember, they had that web. It was when that one, like, it was like a live streaming site where you could live trade meme stocks and shit. That nigga got one, rug pulled everybody. I mean, Hawk 2 is another one where it was like, bruh, nobody even remembers that Mark Cuban was on her show the week before she announced it, telling her, yeah, you should get you a crypto and blah, 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 blah. And then she turned around and did the shit immediately after. And that, remember, he even said that if she did, he was going to buy some. But Mark Cuban got away scot-free with all of that shit. Nobody gave a fuck. It was like he didn't even say anything. These motherfuckers, and the whole thing with Hawk 2, it was like, that was the plan. It was like they grabbed her, instantly installed her with this fucking podcast. It was getting these views, and she was getting all these fucking interviews and everything. And then all of a sudden, crypto shit happens a week after Mark Cuban says something to her. Then all of a sudden, she's into crypto and this, that, and then she launched that shit, rug pulls the shit out of everybody. She ain't got a motherfucking celebrity joint since. It's because that was the plan. The whole plan was to crash and burn her career out. She should be running back to her old life and staying there. And nigga, I'm talking about she should be running back to that motherfucker. Yeah, this shit is crazy. It's crazy how they be using these pop-up motherfuckers to just out of nowhere, all of a sudden the dumbest meme ever. It's the same thing like with them Costco niggas. Obviously, they was destined to be on forever. They was dick riding Costco. What's the nigga name? The Rizzler? And they done had these niggas at everything, and it's like, for what? Don't nobody give a shit. They just look like some entitled motherfuckers at this point. Like, they think they famous for like when that, and remember that video came out, showed how much of a dick he is trying to film the videos. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody gave a shit. Crazy. Crazy when you think about it. I mean, that's same with Salt Bay. Salt Bay made a killing, and his shit wasn't even the greatest like that. And they hyped it up so much, this nigga just priced this shit out of this world. Like, he priced this shit to a place where I'd have never went to this spot. Give a fuck how famous you are. You're just ridiculous. I ain't never heard of you. Like, I wouldn't even pay this for Gordon Ramsay, nigga. Whatever little money Hawk Tua made from the shit, she just gotta take that and go back to her regular life. I hope she ain't really want to be famous or no shit like that, because you was getting ready to be famous for what? Your method of sucking dick? Like that's just how women are different than, like, that's a glaring difference of women today versus women even in the fucking 90s. You know how mortified a girl in the 90s would be for being known as the girl who spits on dick? I mean, think about Monica Lewinsky versus then versus what she could be on now. They be calling her a homewrecker shit now. She be like, nigga, of course, who wouldn't suck the president's dick and blah, 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 blah. You got a chick sitting here, she out loud tells people you got to spit on a dick, and then becomes famous for it and proud and starts calling herself the spit on dick girl, and get a podcast called the Spit on Dick Girl Podcast. And then the average person to hear me say that and be like, Shay, there's no way that's what it was. Nigga, what do you think Hak Tua means? And here's when I knew she was a plant. This is why I really didn't even know who she was. Out of nowhere, they was like, yeah, she was at a fucking, they paid her $30,000 to be at this fucking Miami Dolphins party wearing a Tua jersey. And I was like, who the fuck is this bitch? Then when I looked at who she was, I'm like, and that's how they got their money back. They spent the whole year building her up to seem like she was legit, all to get y'all confidence for a fucking crypto scam. The game is cold. Nah, that's better booking than Triple H. Miami itself was an entire crypto scam. Pretty much. But who knows how she'll play it out at this point. But if I was her, you know, I thought I was getting ready to do this. It didn't turn out what I thought. Go back to your life. You got a chance. Because I know you ain't got to give back all the money you had. And that's cool. I ain't sitting here saying that you 100% should. But, I mean, because you made the shit, so. I guess it's dirty money. No, that's dirty money for sure. But she ain't giving it back. So just get away from it. But she came across kind of thirsty at times. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. Well, that's the thing. Well, they've learned. This is why the quality of entertainment sucks now. Is they learned that there is a level of quick selling. Like the turnover rate's higher, but it's easier for them. Where it's like, it's easy to pay somebody one time for some shit, and then most of the payment is gonna be just like trinkets and shit. Versus if you pay a motherfucker who actually has talent, they'll do good. You need them to do good again, and Then about next thing you know, they want more in the deal and all this shit. For somebody like Haktua, man, the deal's simple. You ain't got no talent. We gonna create this whole podcast set and everything for you. And she don't even know. That's the thing where I will say I don't hold her accountable like that because she ain't smart enough to do no shit like that. That's clearly they used her as a face. It was just that once they did that rug pull, the whole thing came into perspective for me. I'm like, this was the plan from Jump Street. Some rich niggas, like some Ocean 11 type shit. And what do I mean by that? Like, bro, the good criminals know you got to spend money to make money. They did the math on this shit and then turned around and was like, man, we put her in this fucking studio. We pump that shit up. We get, because we know these people, we get this motherfucker come in, interview, this motherfucker come in, and we'll get Mark Cuban to come in and give her like, yeah, you should get you a crypto coin. Then bam, did it, peeked out, rug pull, and they was gone. They was gone. Pew. Because she ain't really fall off like that. Like if she was still getting the type of guests she was getting, but you have to ask yourself, how was she getting those guests? She wasn't. Nigga, what's her name? She had that bet sponsorship, and then it was Jake Paul. Jake Paul like signed her to some shit or whatever. They were on the same shit or whatever. It was like Jake Paul's another one. This nigga's had the most scam boxing career motherfuckers ever seen. And Mark Cuban been seen next to a lot of shady shit over the last year, including this. Not in phase clan. As smart as CoffeeZilla is, he had to sell with local. But I tried to tell people about CoffeeZilla, nobody wanted to believe me. Man, this is well before CoffeeZilla was even, bro. I don't even think he had 100,000 subscribers. He might even have 50. And I remember when I had did all this fucking reporting on Swaggy C. And then I think Swaggy C made him mad on some side shit. Then this nigga called himself doing this expose on Swaggy, and I try to hit this nigga on some courtesy shit. Like it's basically like if somebody popped up, if CoffeeZilla did something about Jed, and then he only did like a 7-minute thing about Jed, not even really saying anything. And I'm like, I try to hit that nigga on some courtesy shit, and that nigga was on some like he couldn't fuck with me type shit, or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck it was, and I was like, man. And then I started really looking how he was reporting shit. And I was like, bro, it made me laugh because somebody just did a fucking video talking about like, even Adam realized that shit. That's why Adam went ahead and did that rug pull. He wasn't with doing that shit because he was scared of CoffeeZilla until he realized what? Man, being featured on CoffeeZilla don't do shit. It don't do shit. Because CoffeeZilla ain't trying to get nobody in trouble. Like CoffeeZilla could call feds and all these different types of things. He could help people file lawsuits. Man, all he wants to do is quote unquote expose it, and that's it. He ain't gonna do shit else. And then he acts like people supposed to be scared of him. Like, what about Haktua? Like, he embarrassed Haktua and all that shit. What? Nothing. Nobody who CoffeeZilla has ever exposed is going to jail. None of that shit. But for some reason, he's this. He's somebody that people swear everybody's supposed to be scared of. Nobody's career has been ended because of CoffeeZilla. And it's because of the motive. He don't want to. And that's cool. I'm not saying he's got to like give, but my thing is the way he presents himself as if he wants to like rid the streets of it and clean the streets of it. It's like, well, if that's what you want to do, then it takes more than making YouTube videos, nigga. Yeah, but exactly. But something like that, it's like, bro, you think I'm getting ready to give you credit for that FTX shit? Stop. You're doing too much. Perhaps he's in on it with the people he's exposing. I mean, who knows? Like, even the shit like, you know, you were supposed to be cool. Like, how you cool with Adam 22 behind the scenes before the shit fell? I tried to warn Adam of this. What do you mean you tried to warn Adam? So you, because to be honest, CoffeeZilla, this is what it looks like. You was cool with Adam. So much so that you try to warn him of the shit. He didn't heed your warning, and then you turned on him? The shit looks like to me. Yeah. Exactly. Either way, I'm gonna go get me some rest. Get ready for this Taco Tuesday. Slowly get back to it. I've had fun this evening. But for now, man, say goodnight to your boy. I gotta get up with the boy in a few hours. Then I gotta slowly getting ready for their birthdays. Christy on the 16th, on the 19th. Amber Scott Johnson, Biff. Janice, shout out to Bob. Happy Veterans Day to everybody. This damn complaint wearing me out, y'all. Mentally wearing me out. But then again, I'm probably lying. God is great, man. God is great. Now this Kill Bill thing, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to see it hopefully. Wardell, I can't go see you tonight. So at least win the game, bro.
I am a millionaire.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
A millionaire. But I didn't come to talk about how I'm a millionaire, even though I am a millionaire. Woo! I have a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a G-Wagon, 6 Teslas, but who cares about all the extremely nice, luxurious cars that I have, that I drove here today? And my houses are gigantic. I have a house in every single country. But that's not the point. The point is, you can have what I have if you believe that you can. I believe I can. You can get rich in 4 easy steps. Step 1, drop out of college. Fuck college. You don't get rich by going to college. You get rich by getting rich. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, he'll probably get 34.
Step 2, you can do it. How was that a step? Step 3. Step 4. He didn't even say anything. Buy my program, Eat, Sleep, Rich, for $7,000.
Yes, amazing. I'm gonna buy it. Yes,
Become
amazing.
your
Yes,
true
amazing.
self.
I have it.
Financial freedom, success, opportunities, determination. Ferraris, Tesla, rich, rich, rich.
So what the Middies guy filed a lawsuit against YouTube. YouTube won the lawsuit. These people paid for this man to go and file this lawsuit. He lost the lawsuit. After losing the lawsuit, you get a certain amount of time to basically write why you think that it should not have been dismissed. Now, he was supposed to have gotten a hearing date. This is where the promise came in, that we were going to lose our channel. The first thing that I want you to understand is that this guy is so fucking dumb and these people are so fucking misled that they thought that he was going to get our channel taken from us through a civil lawsuit that wasn't even filed against me. It was filed against YouTube. It added Moneyboy Trey, some other YouTubers, and me into a lawsuit saying basically to show cause we were agents of doing what he was claiming and alleging. But he lost the shit. So then after losing the damn lawsuit, he creates a goddamn follow-up saying, this is why I think I shouldn't have had this case dismissed. And he puts a lot of the same goddamn documents in it. 5 minutes. He puts a lot of the same goddamn documents in it. And then the judge says, basically, fuck that. We don't need another hearing. We do not need another hearing. I'm going to make my decision. I have enough evidence and I've seen enough to know what I'm going to do. But let me help you out. If it was already dismissed, fucktard, when I say that the lawsuit is processing, I'm saying now the judge don't even want to see your dirty, dusty, fat, stupid, busted ass. He's going to make his ruling without you when he's ready. There is no date aside. It's assigned. It's processing, ho. You lost. And our channel is still here. And when you keep on looking at all of these promises that are being made and nothing is happening, that should tell y'all everything you need to know. That's why they are not to be taken serious.
A federal magistrate judge is ordering the publisher of a major neo-Nazi website to pay a Whitefish woman more than $14 million in damages following threats made on the Daily Stormer page 2 years ago. Tanya Gersh filed the federal lawsuit in April of 2017, claiming Andrew Anglin had used his site to launch a, quote, troll storm against her. The online offense came after the Whitefish community became embroiled in a debate over the white supremacist movement. She said her family had received more than 700 threats from Anglin and his followers, threats which have continued ever since. Last week, Gersh's attorneys pressed for a default judgment in the case after Anglin refused to respond to the court's orders. Today, federal magistrate Jeremiah Lynch ruled in favor of Gersh, saying Anglin must pay $14 million for Gersh's lost wages, damages, pain, and suffering, with $2 million of the award for future pain and suffering. The Southern Poverty Law Center says the ruling shows this type of conduct is intolerable in a civil society.
Y'all bitches always worried about what they doing, who they fucking, what they got going on. Worry about.
I sat there and watched your ass eat a whole meal for $5. You had a fucking box of pizza, a slab of ribs with a side of large fries, but ain't offered me shit though. After I just got you from the hospital last night. Oh, that shit ain't scare you, huh? But you just want to keep stuffing shit down your mouth.
I just want to go back.
You want somebody to feel sorry, but you keep eating honey buns and shit under your bed. Yeah, I saw you last night trying to sneak them under there. I don't know how you got down, but I saw you. Where? Where? What the fuck you mean where? Oh, your big ass wanna play slow. All right. Tell me what the fuck this is then right here. Honey buns and shit. Oatmeal cream pie. What else you got under this motherfucker? Twinkies and shit. Stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at you. Your kids in this, we in this bitch hungry. They ain't eat shit. And you say, all right, no extra shit up, man. I ain't feeding your big ass no more, dog.
Hey, baby. Me and the kids about to go to Burger King. You want something?
Y'all see it. Yep. That's what it is. Best hands in the world. Y'all be playing with me. Come taste it yourself. See all that butter? Deliciousness. Y'all want to know the secret so bad about the cookbook. A little bit more. A little bit more.
And this is why big backing is an epidemic. This is why big backing is an epidemic. I had to take a shot of insulin. Get some insulin from somebody else to finish watching this video. Y'all swear y'all be cooking. You got a whole 40-pound bag of sugar on 3 pans of yams. Talking about you see it. We see it. We see diabetes. We see gout, cavities in all teeth, hypertension, headaches, limb amputations, the big arm disease. I don't know what they call it, but just big arms. And if you can spread sugar like that, it's too much. Talking about it in a little bit more. That's enough. Jesus said that was enough. It's more than enough. It's abundant. You cooking up disease at this point. I wouldn't eat them yams with somebody else's mouth. We gotta do better. We gotta stop this mess.
God is great.
Big, 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 big man.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dab me up.
Yeah, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
what's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside?
Good night, Ham Dog.
Don't ski. These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve LeVois. It's okay, I have vape in here, right?
Set the mood right. Pick you up, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in a G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 You got me wrapped up in your love.
Barely.
Finding you is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your sex excess and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction? Or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night.
Crushed it. God is great. See you tomorrow, kids. Have a great Tuesday. I shall try. Go Warriors.
Guys, I gotta go.
You got it,
I don't want
Jess.
to hurt myself.
You got a pee?
It's all right. No,
You
you
got
gotta
it,
go.
Jess.
You gotta go, girl.
Let go.
I don't even want to fall.
Turn to the side.
You're okay.
You
Just
good.
land right on that booty, girl. Just put your legs out
Turn
and
to the
pull on
side.
your booty.
Jess, you're amazing. You got it.
You got it. You got it. Turn to the side. Just let go and turn. Like you're laying in bed.
Yep.
Like you're jumping onto your bed on your side.
Just let go and turn to the side. Shut your eyes.
You got it, my love.
Just turn to the side.
You're okay.
I've never even heard of him.
I'm petty.